am bored out of my mind. A little hungry. So I'm throwing some things together here. I melted some garlic. I melted some butter. And put some garlic, was it garlic? Garlic powder. And some adobo in a pan. Tore up some thin steaks. I'm browning those. Yes, this is all for me. This is completely all for me. And I'm boiling water in this pot. I'm going to put the mac and cheese in that pot. Good old Kraft macaroni and cheese. So as some of you may know, that I live alone now. I don't even have a roommate anymore. We're still friends, but we just thought it would be better if we didn't live together because we were at each other's throats and ruining the friendship. And well, she's gone to live with relatives, and she comes by every now and then. She was here last night. But it's nice to be able to use my kitchen again. Just because. She was always the one doing the cooking. And I do get some twisted pleasure out of cooking. I don't know why. I haven't experimented in a long time with cooking a meal. But I figured maybe it's time I do that. I'm on new medication, so it seems to be helping. They took me off my Celexa 40, and I'm now on Prozac 40, I believe. It says Zantac. Nope, that's my Trazodone to help me sleep. Take 2 capsules daily. That makes 40 milligrams. It is Prozac, it's just the generic. So I'm trying to get my life together, and well, it isn't working very well. My friend who has my kids, she is now adopting them and feels the need she needs to change their entire names, regardless of the fact that I was supposed to be in their lives. Now, she seems to be doing everything she can to keep me out of it, including, yes, I'm going to put this out there, because I don't care. I think it's a bunch of poppycock. I went over her house on Wednesday just to see my kids. I hadn't seen my kids in a while, and I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be over there when she wasn't there. Nobody told me nothing. So I go over there, and I knock, I ring the bell, I hear the kids, playing around, and alright, knocking, I'm ringing the door, I don't know what's going on. Then I hear my son screaming. I'm like, oh my God. And I started knocking harder, ringing the doorbell. I was worried. Then the mother and Jamie's mother and brother show up, and the brother starts on me. I was like, okay. Take me away in handcuffs, because he was trying to call the cops. Okay, take me away in handcuffs. I don't care anymore. I really don't, is what I said. Then Jamie comes around, and she gets on the phone with the cops. Her mother is telling me, just go home. Just go home. I'll talk to her. Just go home. And I was like, no, I can't. I gotta see my daughter. I gotta see my kids. Turn around. I see my daughter in the window and she's crying. Absolutely crying. And I was like, oh my God. So I got on my bike and I went on my merry little way to community counseling. And I want to tell you what was in the middle of this. Because of her wanting to change my kids' names, I wasn't dealing with it very well, and I made some threats. You know, I won't repeat them, because, you know, and yeah, I went into the crisis unit, the crisis part of the ER, and told them, yeah, I do feel homicidal, but I'm not going to do anything because my kids would hate me. My kids would be the ones suffering, and you know what, she's just not worth going to jail over. They saw no reason to hospitalize me. I seemed to have calmed down and was lucid and quite alright. They let me go home, and then comes all that crap on Wednesday. So I went on my merry little way to community counseling. Of course, I'm a freaking basket case by the time I get down there. Because I just wanted to see my kids. For anybody who's a mother out there, when you can't see your kids, you're gonna be off your frickin' rocker. If you can't see your kids, that's just how it is. You're gonna be blacked out for a bit by the cheese packet. There you go. But you're gonna be off your rocker. I don't care who you are, you're gonna be off your frickin' rocker. This needs more mac and cheese. Especially after the ordeal you just had. It made sense to me. So I get down there, and instead of going to my med check, I didn't make it to my med check appointment that I had, because I was in with the ICM workers trying to figure all of this out. And I said I didn't feel safe going home by myself. I didn't. You know, I wasn't in that right frame of mind where I could handle the emptiness of this house. So I went into what was called the Crisis Response Recovery Center, which is where the old ER used to be. So it was a little painful because it was in the ER where Drusilla was life-flighted from. So I had to deal with that while I was there. They put me on Prozac. They took me off the Celexa, up my Trazodone so I could sleep. And she's probably watching this video. Well, not right now because I'm recording it, but she tells me she watches my videos, so yeah. Not saying she's completely at fault here. I haven't been on my game. I have not been on my game, and you know, and all this time I thought she was my friend, and I just don't see the point in changing the children's entire names, and it kills me to think that somebody who's supposed to be a friend would do this. You know, because Drusilla was named after her great uncle who died of colon cancer. You know, it's just, you don't change a 3-year-old's name. If she already knows her name, it's going to confuse her. Let's face it, my own mother doesn't even care anymore. She never did. Well, actually, never did, so. And honestly, when I got that summons to court in the mail, had it been, if I was not on the Prozac and just on the Celexa, I'd be flipping out. I really would have. Did I get upset about it? Yes. But that's okay. It's okay to get upset. And that's what some people gotta realize, that there comes a point where, you're too upset. But that doesn't mean you need the hospitalization. Sometimes you just might need somebody to talk to. Someone to advocate for you and your situation. That's pretty much it. Because Jamie can never figure out, why didn't they put me in the hospital? Because the hospital is not the solution to my problem. And they know this, and they're the medical professionals. Let them do their job. Because, I don't know, it just really feels like she just wants me put away forever. That's what it feels like. And, it bothers me because I signed the papers just to get children and youth out of our lives, because Jamie said that, we're just going to sign the papers, get them out of our lives, and then just try to live normally. And it rocked my boat, blew my mind. Not that I probably didn't see it coming. I just thought the subject of changing the names was dropped. But there was a post made some time ago on the Facebook about with my mom's old neighbor in Mackinac. She said, had a great day with Rachel and Joshua. Oh yeah, I remember that, and that was almost 2 years ago. Not exactly 2 years ago, because my son was only going to be born in October 2011. It was like the spring of 2012. But to know that she wanted to change their names and had it in her head to change their names way back when really disturbs me. But I let it go for the betterment of my children. Because we weren't really talking too well back then. We have fights, but I've had fights with my friends before, and none of them press charges on me for nothing. But we'll see if she keeps the charges up. Due to the fact that I've seen her press harassment charges on people who shall not be named before, to protect the anonymity of the person. But, yeah. She ended up dropping them, and brought him back into the house. So maybe if I just do what I need to do so I don't get a warrant, maybe she'll be alright with herself soon and get over it so I can be back in my children's lives. That's the most important thing to me right now, even if I can't have them in my house, is to have my children in my life. And I think that's any mother, if they're really a mother. They want their children in their lives, and they want to be in their children's lives every chance they can get. And if that's not the case, then maybe there's something wrong with you. If you're a mother and you can't stand being around your children at all, then you have an issue that you need to work out with yourself. But I also understand I can't be wilding out about it either. But now with the new medicine that it helps with the anxiety, maybe I'll be less apt to wild out. But I'll do a two-part to this video because I need both my hands to finish the rest of this concoction, just so you can see how it turns out. Alright? Bye.